You've had some incredible guests on the podcast, from Iowa Soccer's Jalen Mosley to Love Island's Chris Seeley. Is there an episode or conversation that really stuck with you and changed the way you see athletes off the court?
So I personally, I always go to the episode with Jalen Mosley because it was super authentic and it was a pure conversation between me, Naomi, and Jalen. And Jalen is a phenomenal athlete. She experienced multiple ACL injuries, and that kind of ended her career, which was obviously very, very sad and came with a lot of grief. And so that was a really cool episode to be able to sit down and dive into that emotional experience. Naomi, my co-host, also had a lot of difficulties with injuries and with our coach at the time, who was not validating her injuries, who almost didn't let her get surgery, and was going to make her play through it. And thankfully, Naomi was able to advocate for herself, and she was able to get the surgery. But being able to be there and witness that conversation between them, and then also throw in my like clinical side of it too, of kind of like processing the trauma. And then I had like a small injury when I was a freshman, that it was tendonitis, but it got so bad because I did not pay attention to it. I was like, just keep playing, just keep playing, just keep playing, because I didn't want to take myself out. Got to a point where I had to be in a cast for tendonitis, which is like, that doesn't really happen. But that's how bad it got. So being able to like dissect the values, or dissect the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the norms of sport when it comes to injury and when it comes to pain, and just being so real and so authentic, and hearing Jalen's story and all the grief that kind of came with it was very eye-opening. And also, I really liked in that episode how we talked about how teammates can support other teammates who are experiencing injury, because they go through so much. It's like you're being isolated from the team. You can't travel, you can't do all this stuff. So how can the healthy teammates show up for this injured player? So there was just so many amazing topics talked about in that episode.